Yeah.
Scott's.
Okay, at 6 o'clock, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll take roll. Ashley.
Here.
Stan.
Here.
Ron.
Here.
Carla. Present. Great. So all five of us are here. There's only one thing on the agenda tonight, and I think the two main things that we need to make sure are taken care of, really the only two things that I can think of, are that we need to engage a consultant to handle all the town obligations until we can fill the clerk treasurer position, and we need to add someone on the bank account to sign checks. So I was thinking, since, the end of year stuff, obviously. So since Susie Bass has already done stuff for the town, and I don't know if Susie Bass has started on the end of year stuff, if she's looked at our stuff, but I don't see anything, the annual financial report on Gateway, so our end of year has not even been started as far as I know. So, I was thinking we could use Susie if she's available, if she wants to, or I guess another consultant, so that we don't get behind. We have payroll, taxes, end of year, utility bills.
Susie's done a lot of her stuff.
Yeah.
For years.
Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I think we ought to ask Susie to do it and go from there,
Okay.
since she knows our books, knows everything.
So I would make a motion to engage an outside consultant to handle our town obligations until we can fill the clerk treasurer position.
I second that.
All right. There's been a motion made by myself and seconded by Stan to engage an outside consultant. Is there any discussion before we vote? Okay. How do you vote, Ashley?
Yes.
Stan?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
Carla? Yes. And I vote yes, so that passes 5-0. And then the next thing, Susie will obviously be there, like, City of Lafayette sends us a bill, it needs to get paid. So Susie will obviously prepare those, or whoever the outside consultant will prepare those checks, but then somebody's gonna need to sign them, obviously. So we need to add names to the bank account so that we can sign things.
I make a motion that we add Jen and Ron to the bank account to sign checks.
Is there a second?
We need two people.
Something.
I second.
Seconded by Ron. Well, I would be willing to be on there, and it wouldn't matter if there was just one, but if I'm out of town, whoever, like if it was just Ron, and then Ron can't sign, is out of town, or,
So is this
I don't think it hurts to have,
Is this a short term?
yeah.
Okay, well, I think that needs to be stated in motion until the clerk treasurer is in place.
Want to
Authorizing
amend your motion to
But-
the time frame?
one person to sign checks.
The reason I say it's passed, the boards in the past have had one or two people always from the council. When I was clerk, in the past, they could sign checks, like Mike Harris could sign them, he could go in and write a check without anything, just as a safeguard for somebody sick and a wrapper out of hand.
I knew in the past that, yes, we had designated one other person or
I
member
think
to
it was
sign
Mike
checks
and Tammy,
in case a
I think there was
clerk
two
treasurer is
people.
on vacation or whatever. And I also think this amendment or this needs to be short term until a clerk is in place.
Is there a reason that two people is problematic to you?
Once money.
I know, right, but is there a reason that two people is problematic to you?
I mean, make all five of us be able to sign checks. The more the merrier, but I think one's enough.
Okay, but you're not answering the question. What's the problem with both of us being on there? So,
I think
it's time to sign this check,
we only need
and
one
I
person.
am out of town, it can still get signed. But can you tell me why you only want one?
Well, Ron's always in town, so maybe he needs to be the person, but, you know, I think one's enough.
Okay, do you want to amend your motion?
Yeah, I think it needs to be, short term until the clerk is in place.
So there's a motion by Stan, and then it was seconded by Ron to add Ron's name and my name to the bank account so that we can sign checks, so that bills can get paid, and we fulfill our obligations as a town. Is there any further discussion?
And there is no timeline on this?
He did not amend his motion.
I think we should, like in the past, all the old boards, we should have, it shouldn't be limited to the time. We should always have somebody there to sign checks, whether it's one or two or whatever. So just a good procedure to have.
Anyone else? Okay, how do you vote, Ashley?
No.
Stan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Carla? Yes. And I vote yes, that passes 4-1. And that was all we had for this meeting. There's a special meeting, February 17th at 6 p.m. to discuss how to fill the vacancy. So,
No public comment?
I asked if there was any further discussion before we voted, so at this point, there's nothing to comment.
There's not further discussion from the board, but you didn't ask for public comment.
Okay, well, we've already voted, so did you have something to say on either of those motions?
Mhm.
Okay,
So,
about 2 minutes. Can you state your name and address for the record,
yep,
please?
so Michelle Freeward, former Dayton clerk treasurer, 290 Washington Street. So one, I've already talked to Susie because I've already fair warned her that you guys were gonna be calling her, asking her to do the job. And she's already pretty much stated that she will not do it because she is helping so many cities and towns with their end of the year. So one, I don't know why you guys would hire somebody who lives in Kentucky to travel up here to do the clerk treasurer's position for 10 days. Number two, she did not do the end of the year. We have started to work on it, and yes, there is things that I've already uploaded into Gateway regarding end of year, and the reason why you're not seeing it is because you won't see it until it officially gets downloaded. So again, before you state facts that I didn't do anything or didn't start it or Susie's done it, Susie does not know our books. Susie helped years ago when on certain things, and then she helped with 1099s and W-2s. But again, why would you be wanting to pay somebody travel and hotel expenses and she's not gonna move up here for 10 days to come in here and do the job?
Okay, does anyone else have a comment? say your name and address for the record and speak super loud.
Cindy Marsh, 749 Shady Lane, and I know the vote is already done, but I also want to say that it seems to me that our former clerk treasurer also wanted to engage Susie Bass to do the end of the year, and you guys did not approve it, and she was supposed to do it herself, but instead she's resigned. So Susie Bass was good enough for her, but there are other people. So if not Susie, someone, and I think your motion covered it, and you're good to go.
Okay, is there any further comment? Oh. Having no other
Yeah,
business. Go ahead, Ron.
We've always had a lot of people, most of them are not for this town. We've always hired experts to help with books and everything else, and they've been from Kentucky, southern Indiana, northern Indiana, all over the place. So I think that's a immaterial statement. So. But if we can't get Susie, we'll go to the next person. So we'll still ask her.
Okay. Having no other business before us, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
You talked to Susie.
Oh yeah, Susie's known.
Did you quit?
Yeah, she's known like everybody else knows.
She just told me she didn't know.
Well, that's a private conversation.
Whatever.
You don't need to know everything, Ron. We just drive around and follow people to find out what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Maybe you can do the job, Cindy, since you know everything.
We're not gonna do this, guys. No, we're not gonna do this.
It's not here to protect you.
I don't need Scott, Michelle.
That's right, you have your sons to do your dirty work.
Yeah, who do you have?
I don't need protection
Yeah.
from you.
Stop by and let me know. Wait, what last report you have for me on the search day, because I want to make sure I've got all those.
Could
You
you
just go with Ashley.
Oh, I can't.
That I don't file something from it. Yeah, because I filed it in a year, I want to make sure I've got everything necessary.
She thinks she's intimidating. She's all barking by you.
I know, all of them. What sad, miserable lives they must lead.
Yeah, no, I just noticed deterioration.
She's upset that I'm already locking the door. I thought she was coming back. I don't know.